Lost in Acronyms. How victims get silenced if they don't register. Hi, I'm Sarah Rainey. I'm not an attorney. I'm a mother who lost my only child, Dr. Kenley Jean Rainey, to a repeat drunk driver, Dennis Rodriguez Abeda Jr. Through this painful journey, I've learned the hard way. The system does not protect victims unless we demand it. Criminals get the rights and the support. Victims are left with confusion and silence. In my first video, I explained the difference between victims' rights and the Victim Liaison Program. In my second, I showed you the information you must have in order to register. In this video, we're going to take the next step, understanding the acronyms, because if you don't know what they mean, your voice may never reach the parole board. Most victims believe that signing up for VINE is enough. It's not. And thinking that way could allow the offender to walk free. Let's go over the acronyms. That confuses so many victims, because if you don't know what they mean, your voice may never reach the parole board. VINE stands for Victim Information and Notification Every Day. Think of it like a text alert. It tells you if the offender is moved, released, or transferred. But that's all it does. VINE does not connect you to the parole board, and it does not let you submit your protest letter or victim impact statements. VINE Link is the public website for VINE. It's free and confidential. And in participating states, it lets you check an offender's custody status and sign up for notifications. But remember, it only works for state systems that choose to participate. Now, VINE Link does not cover federal inmates. IVSS, that's Texas only, stands for Integrated Victim Services System. This is much more powerful. It connects you directly to parole, lets you register for updates, and allows you to submit your protest letters and victim impact statements. But this program is only in Texas. Every state has its own way of doing things. Some call it victim services. Others, victim assistance or victim advocate. Usually it's run by the Department of Corrections or the parole board. That's why it's so important to check your own state's rules, because every state is different. BOP stands for the Bureau of Prisons. This is for federal inmates only. If the offender is sentenced to federal prison, you have to register through the BOP. VINE and VINE Link will not give you those updates. Here is the bottom line. VINE, notifications only. VINE Link is for state-level custody updates, not federal. IVSS, Texas only. Parole connection, updates, and protest letters. BOP is a Bureau of Prisons. That would be federal inmates only. If you miss even one of these systems, you could miss the parole hearing entirely, while the felon's family stays organized and ready. This whole process is tiring, discouraging, confusing, costly, and frustrating. It is not victim-friendly. I'm not an attorney. I'm a mother fighting to honor my son. And I want to say this clearly. I know some victims are simply too devastated to fight. That's okay. Grief takes everything out of you. But for your own safety, you still need to at least know if and when the felon has been paroled. Even if you cannot fight, being informed gives you the chance to protect yourself and your family. Some programs encourage felons, after they are paroled, to contact victims and ask for forgiveness. I only know this because a friend of mine who lost her daughter received a call years later from the offender asking for her forgiveness. And imagine the shock of seeing someone you thought was still in prison walking towards you on the street. Encounters like that don't just reopen wounds. They add to victims' lifelong grief, and in some cases, put their safety at risk. If you're too devastated to fight, that's okay. No one should judge your grief. But please, for your own safe peace of mind, always make sure you know if the felon has been paroled. And if you do find the strength to fight, know that you're not alone. I'm walking this road too, and together we can keep our voices alive. Don't let confusing acronyms bury your voice. Register, follow up, and fight like a mama bear. Please subscribe now, and I'll keep showing you step by step how to make sure your voice is heard and your loved one's story is never forgotten. My son Kenley only got one chance, and it was stolen from him. I refuse to let his memory be silenced, and I don't want yours silenced either. Together, we can fight back, keep our voices alive, and make sure the system hears us. Please join me on this journey, because no victim should ever be left in the dark. I am Sarah Rainey, the proud mother of Kenny Jean Rainey. Thank you.